In the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little? Maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups, but he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Keep it on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line getting set on second down. They want to run it left here. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and short now from their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Running inside, it's Walters. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Toss sweep right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. But they fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and letting him get a little bit of yardage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his target. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down? The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab, it's Burke. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Stop right there. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. This is a designed run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
On third down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Left side is Pemberton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just got rid of that one.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hawkeyes, looking to get the job done on the road Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. FIU pushing tempo.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense all over it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tate. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Draw play, it's Burgess. Fights off a defender. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Pemberton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying to establish the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game
just keeps moving. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. FIU pushing tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. DB's right up on the receivers. Tries to do it himself. Turning it on. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Drag down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw one first. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run him again. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The corners are walked up tight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Caught on the RPO. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side, it's Burgess. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. From the gun. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.